France in the late 18th century was a kingdom in turmoil. The once mighty monarchy under King Louis XVI faced a deep financial crisis and growing discontent among the people. The French Revolution of 1789 shattered the old order. It abolished feudalism and executed the king. France was now a republic, but its future remained uncertain. The revolution's ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity resonated across Europe. However, these changes also led to internal strife and external threats. Neighboring powers, fearful of the revolution's spread, waged war against France. Amidst this chaos, a young artillery officer from Corsica, Napoleon Bonaparte, would rise to prominence. Napoleon's journey began in this cauldron of revolution. He witnessed firsthand the complexities of French society and the ambitions unleashed by the fall of the monarchy. The revolution, with its mix of idealism and violence, provided the backdrop against which Napoleon's own ambition would play out. Napoleon's military career began during the Revolution. Born on the island of Corsica in 1769, he was sent to mainland France for his education. There, he attended military school and quickly showed promise as a young officer. The French Revolution provided the perfect backdrop for his ambitions, as the old order was being dismantled and new opportunities arose for those with talent and drive. He quickly climbed the ranks, displaying a natural talent for strategy and leadership. His ability to inspire his men and his innovative tactics set him apart from his peers. Napoleon's keen mind and relentless determination made him a formidable force in the French military. His first major victory came at the Siege of Toulon in 1793. This was a critical moment in his career, as he demonstrated his strategic brilliance by recapturing the city from the British. His actions at Toulon earned him a promotion to brigadier general at the young age of 24. He drove British forces from the port city, establishing himself as a rising star in the French army. This victory not only boosted his reputation, but also solidified his position within the military hierarchy. Napoleon's reputation grew with each successful campaign. His charisma and tactical genius won him the loyalty of his troops and the admiration of his superiors. He became known for his ability to turn the tide of battle in his favor, often against overwhelming odds. In 1796, he took command of the French army in Italy. This campaign was a turning point, as he faced the powerful Austrian forces. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, Napoleon's innovative strategies and relentless pursuit of victory led to a series of stunning successes. Against all odds, he led his troops to victory against the Austrians. His ability to inspire his men and his tactical brilliance were on full display. These victories not only expanded French territory, but also cemented his reputation as a military genius. This cemented his image as a brilliant military mind. His success in Italy made him a national hero and a symbol of French strength and ingenuity. Napoleon's star was on the rise, and he was poised for even greater achievements. He returned to France a hero, his name whispered in the streets of Paris. The people saw him as a savior, someone who could restore France to its former glory. His popularity soared, and he became a central figure in French politics and society. Napoleon's ambition extended beyond Europe. He dreamed of creating a vast empire that would rival those of the ancient world. His vision was not limited to the continent. He saw opportunities for expansion and influence far beyond France's borders. He envisioned a grand French empire stretching to the east. His eyes were set on Egypt, a land rich in history and strategic importance. By controlling Egypt, he hoped to disrupt British trade routes to India and establish a French presence in the region. In 1798, he launched an expedition to Egypt, hoping to disrupt British trade routes to India. The campaign was ambitious and fraught with challenges, but Napoleon's determination and vision drove him forward. While he won initial victories, the campaign ultimately ended in defeat. The British Navy, under Admiral Nelson, dealt a crushing blow to the French fleet at the Battle of the Nile, stranding Napoleon and his troops in Egypt. Despite the setback in Egypt, Napoleon returned to France more popular than ever. His charisma and leadership had won him the loyalty of his men and the admiration of the French people. He used this popularity to his advantage, positioning himself as the leader France needed in turbulent times. He used his fame and political acumen to seize power in a coup d'état in 1799, effectively ending the French Revolution. This bold move marked the beginning of a new era in French history, with Napoleon at the helm. This marked the beginning of Napoleon's ascent to absolute power. He would go on to reshape France and Europe, leaving an indelible mark on history. His journey from Corsica to Cairo was just the beginning of a legacy that would endure for centuries. Napoleon's success stemmed from his exceptional military genius, a quality that set him apart from many of his contemporaries and predecessors. He possessed a deep understanding of strategy, tactics, and logistics, which allowed him to plan and execute complex military operations with precision. He revolutionized warfare with his innovative use of artillery and infantry, integrating them in ways that maximized their effectiveness on the battlefield. He emphasized speed and mobility, often catching his enemies off guard with rapid maneuvers and unexpected attacks. Napoleon's charisma and leadership inspired his troops, instilling in them a sense of purpose and dedication that was crucial to their success. He shared their hardships, ate their food, and knew the names of common soldiers, creating a bond that few leaders could match. This earned him unwavering loyalty and fueled the spirit of his armies, making them willing to follow him into the most daunting of battles. Napoleon's victories, however, came at a heavy cost, with countless lives lost in the relentless pursuit of his ambitions. Millions perished in the Napoleonic Wars that engulfed Europe, leaving a legacy of both glory and tragedy. One of his most celebrated victories came at the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805, a masterclass in strategic brilliance. He outmaneuvered and decisively defeated a larger Austro-Russian force, showcasing his ability to turn the tide of battle in his favor. This victory established France as the dominant power in Europe, solidifying Napoleon's reputation as a military genius. His military campaigns redrew the map of Europe, spreading French influence far and wide and altering the course of history. Napoleon's military achievements, though remarkable, also highlighted the brutality of war, with widespread destruction and suffering. His ambition came at a high price, paid for in the lives of countless soldiers and civilians caught in the crossfire of his campaigns, leaving a complex legacy that continues to be studied and debated to this day. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French. This momentous event took place in the Grand Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, a setting chosen to reflect the grandeur and significance of the occasion. By placing the crown on his own head, Napoleon sent a powerful message to the world. His authority was self-derived, not granted by any church or external power. This act, filled with symbolism, marked the culmination of his rise to power. It was a bold declaration of his independence and the new order he intended to establish. He replaced the Republic with the First French Empire, solidifying his grip on France. The transformation from a republic to an empire was not just a change in title, but a complete overhaul of the political structure. Napoleon's ambition now knew no bounds. He envisioned a vast empire that would dominate Europe and bring glory to France. His military campaigns were relentless, and his strategic genius was unmatched. As emperor, Napoleon implemented a series of reforms that left a lasting mark on France. He centralized the government, ensuring that all power flowed directly from him. He established the Bank of France, which stabilized the French economy and provided a solid financial foundation for his ambitious projects, and reformed the legal system with the Napoleonic Code. This code, a comprehensive set of laws, standardized French law and influenced legal systems across Europe and beyond. The Napoleonic Code was revolutionary in its clarity and accessibility, making the law understandable to the common citizen. It abolished feudal privileges and established the principles of equality before the law and the protection of property rights. Napoleon's reign was a period of stability and progress for France. He ushered in an era of economic prosperity and restored order after years of revolution. The chaotic years of the French Revolution had left the country in disarray. But Napoleon's strong leadership brought a sense of normalcy and growth. However, his rule also became increasingly authoritarian. He suppressed dissent, censored the press, and concentrated power in his own hands. His regime became a paradox of progressive reforms and oppressive control. Napoleon's transformation from revolutionary general to emperor marked a turning point in French history. His rise to power was meteoric, and his impact on France and Europe was profound. He preserved some aspects of the revolution, like its emphasis on meritocracy, promoting individuals based on their abilities rather than their birth. But he also dismantled its democratic ideals, replacing the revolutionary principles of liberty and equality with his own vision of order and control, paving the way for his own brand of enlightened despotism. Napoleon's legacy is a complex tapestry of innovation and autocracy, ambition and reform. His reign reshaped France and left an indelible mark on the world, a testament to the enduring power of his vision and the profound impact of his rule.